Bet you'd like to find out what's cooking at one of the country's biggest burger joints.
Or maybe you'd like to know what popular High Five stock is about to release their first quarter results.
If you want to know the names behind all these stories and much, much more, then stay tuned for this Monday's edition of Locatestock TV.
Good morning to all our viewers and to my co-host, Christy. I hope everyone is joining us today fresh off a fantastic weekend.
I, for one, had a great weekend, Victoria, and thankfully the weather held out and cooperated on both Saturday and Sunday. After a damp and rainy Friday, stocks finished a memorable week mostly flat, though a modest advance in the Dow Jones sent the blue chips to their third record close.
So far, 22 of the 30 Dow components have reported earnings, and 16 of those companies have exceeded expectations. The Dow's gain on Friday marked the 37th record close for the index since October.
The Dow gained 15.5 points after setting an intraday high of 13,148. Meanwhile, broader stock indexes finished mixed on Friday. The tech-heavy NASDAQ rose 2 3/4 points, while the S&P 500 index slipped a fraction of a point.
And oil finished the week little changed at $63.60 per barrel. Keeping stocks afloat was another round of robust earnings reports, Christy. And coming off 3 straight years of record profits, Chevron reported its earnings surged yet again on Friday.
The 18% increase in Chevron's first quarter profit delivered another reminder of the oil industry's money-making potential.
The petroleum giant is raking in the profit, while all you motorists out there are emptying out of your pockets in order to fuel your cars. Seems like a bit of an economic disparity to me, Christy. Chevron earned $4.7 billion, or $2.18 per share, compared with net income of $4 billion, or $1.80 per share during the same quarter just last year.
And over in Foodland, Burger King announced that it swung to a profit in the third quarter and attributed the jump to sales of new sandwiches on the menu.
Net income for the quarter totaled $34 million, or 25 cents per share, versus a loss of $12 million, or 11 cents per share during the year-ago period. Meanwhile, revenue for the second largest hamburger chain grew 9% to $539 million from $495 million a year ago.
Don't disappear on us just yet. After this short break, we'll tell you which CEO's shave received sizable payouts for 2006.
And coming up just after that are the High Five stocks, along with your daily dose of coffee and tobacco, so don't you even think of going anywhere.
Good morning to all my bears out there, and even you bulls as well. I'm Maria Pastori. Hopefully you all had a great weekend, and congratulations to all of you fellow Ranger fans. Big win for the Blue Shirts yesterday, 2-1 in double overtime. The Yankees, on the other hand, continue to lose more than Tony Soprano, but hopefully the sun will come out for the Yanks soon. And speaking of sun, after shaking off some brief early morning showers, the sun should be shining brightly by this afternoon, as we can expect temperatures reaching 75 degrees. We should have a beautiful spring day today right through your afternoon commute home, and this evening expect temperatures to dip no lower than a crisp 50 degrees, with some passing clouds. Bring your umbrellas tomorrow, boys, as I expect a 60% chance of rain, and it will be generally overcast day. So get outside, enjoy today's sun. A special Monday hello to the happiest guy in the world, the #1 Ranger fan, our pal, Petey Hammer. I'm Maria Pastori. Have a great Monday. Don't go away, though. We will be right back with Victoria Brenker and Christy Rossetti from the newsroom with today's business headlines.
Hi, and welcome back. According to a proxy statement filed with the SEC on Friday, Countrywide Financial Chairman and Chief Executive Angelo Mozillo received compensation valued by the company at $43 million in 2006. Countrywide awarded Mozillo $2.9 million in a salary, plus a payout of $20.5 million in additional compensation.
And the payout keeps on going, everyone. In addition to all that, the 68-year-old CEO received option awards valued at $19 million on the day they were granted. Countrywide also awarded the CEO close to $11,000 in above-market earnings on deferred compensation and more than $600,000 in retirement and benefits compensation.
Meanwhile, another regulatory filing was made by Amazon.com on Friday. The chairman and chief executive of the company that just reported a surge in first quarter profit received compensation valued at $1.28 million in 2006.
Most of that compensation came from the value of security provided for Jeff Bezos, who is 43 years old and also the founder of the Seattle-based company. According to the SEC filing, Bezos was paid close to an $82,000 salary in 2006.
The Amazon CEO was granted no bonus, stock, or option awards, but the company did value Bezos' security services at more than $1 million.
Those are this Monday's business news headlines, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here again on Locatestock.com tomorrow.
Have a great Monday!
Hello everyone, and welcome to this Monday's High Five segment of Coffee and Tobacco. Hope you're all rested and had a fabulous weekend, and I hope you're ready for the High Five locates we have in store for you today.
I'm John Tobacco. Joe, good morning to you.
Morning.
I'm ready for today's High Fives. Let's kick it right off with the number 5 on our High Five list on this Monday, the last day in April. It's the security developer MDI Incorporated. Now, Joe, we first saw MDI popping up as a High Five stock right around April 19th when the stock soared 29.6% in one session, and that's usually the signal for our short sellers to pounce when a stock has a big uprise in one day. But since then, MDII has gradually edged its way downwards on the NASDAQ, and it's given up more than 30% that they gained in that one session. The stock closed at $1.55 last Thursday, and it's getting into the range when they start getting under $1 where we don't even like to talk about them anymore on Locatestock TV. But the stock did gain back 15% in Friday's session, and the jump came, Joe, after the developer of security systems said that the U.S. Navy had placed another order with them for a classified military base in the South.
Wow, sounds like we may not be able to locate this covert military base, but at least we can locate the company's stock right here at Locatestock.com. So come to us if you're looking for shares of this stealthy company. At least we won't do a security background check, right, John?
Well, I don't think we'll do a background check unless we find out they're Yankee fans, Joe.
Oh,
You know?
God, always a dig, always a dig. The iShares Brazil Index is the number 4 High Five stock today. This Brazilian beauty is certainly no stranger to this segment. A frequent regular, shares of EWZ gave up 8 cents on the Amex Friday.
Cheap day. Taking third in the High Five lineup today is the natural gas and energy brokerage services company, Optionable. We talked about Optionable a little bit last week, and it looks like our short sellers are starting to make their moves on Optionable, who plans to release its first quarter results tomorrow after the market closes. In Friday's session, shares of OPBL came off 21% in trading over the counter.
The iShares Emerging Markets Index, which usually assumes the number 1 High Five spot, is coming in as the second most frequently requested security for this Monday. Shares of EEM gave up 58 cents on the Amex Friday, which is pretty minor loss for the highly coveted Emerging Markets Fund.
Closing out the High Fives today, Joe, and also making its debut on the show is SunPower Corporation. Shares of SPWR gained 47 cents in Friday's session, trading on the NASDAQ. And this solar panel maker recently posted exceptionally bright first quarter revenues that increased 92% over the previous quarter, up to $143 million. The company is projecting revenues at $150 to $160 million for the second quarter and about $700 million for the year. Those are pretty big numbers. For fiscal 2008, revenue is expected to increase to $1 billion. Big ones. Wow, that's big.
I would have to agree that things are definitely looking bright over at SunPower. Who also happens to have their headquarters in sunny California. We'll be keeping an eye on you, SunPower. But in the meantime, here are the Monday's lineup. One more time. The security developer MDI, the iShares Brazil, Optionable, the iShares EEM, and the solar panel maker SunPower to close out this Monday's segment of the High Five. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a fabulous day. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good one.